Morning, Brad.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, my friend. How was your weekend?
It was hectic yet relaxing on Sunday with Father's Day. I am ready to go. I have a waiting room full of people
I can
who
imagine.
are banging down my door to get their work permits for their children. So let's go through this very, very fast here.
I can imagine.
If you haven't heard yet, President Obama has changed the rules when it comes to children who are here without status. If you came to the United States, listen very, very closely, because if this pertains to you or your family member or your child or your friend's child or your friend, then you need to call my office right now to get in, to get this going, because people have been waiting years and years, if not decade or more, for something to happen. People have immigrated to America to make a better life for themselves and their family, and here's the opportunity to make a better life for your child. Listen very closely. If you came to the United States under the age of 16, you can prove you were here at 15 years, 364 days of age, and you've been living in the United States for 5 years as of June 15th, 2012. So that means you had to have entered the United States before June 15th, 2007. If you are currently in school, you have graduated from high school, you have obtained a GED, or you are in the armed forces or have been honorably discharged from the armed forces, and you do not have a deportable offense, and finally you are not above the age of 30, then you would qualify for what President Obama has called the DREAM Act. It's really not the DREAM Act because he hasn't changed the law. He's giving what's called prosecutorial discretion to every person who is part of the DREAM Act. That is the DREAM Act. And basically what he's saying is, I'm not going to deport any of these people. As the President of the United States, I refuse to deport any of these people. And what I'm going to do is I am going to give them work authorization. I am going to allow them to live here for the rest of their lives. Now, it doesn't give you a green card. It doesn't give you citizenship, but it's certainly much better than where you are today, which is you have absolutely nothing, and you have the freedom to make the best of your life here in America. At some point down in the future, I can assure you the laws will change and all of these people will get their green cards. But this is a very good first step. If you have a child, you owe it to yourself. If you have a friend who has a child, you owe it to your friend to give my telephone number. If you have a family member, call my number right now. This is the most important thing that has happened in immigration law since President Clinton changed the law prior to him leaving in December of 2000. Do not lose out on this opportunity. Do you know how many people I know lost out on the opportunity when President Clinton signed the law because they said they didn't know, they didn't understand, they couldn't do, they didn't, Don't lose out on this opportunity. I can't make it any clearer than I am. Call my number now. We can help you. We can tell you exactly if you qualify or not. 1-800-526-7977. 1-800-JAM-7977. 1-800-526-7977. They say there are 800,000 people who this would apply to. I would say it's probably closer to 2.5 million kids.
And it's just amazing, Brad, because when you broke the story on Friday,
right.
I can imagine what happened at your office because the phone lines here at the station went bananas.
Off the hook. Yeah.
It really went bananas, and I know it applies to so many people that are listening right now. But let me just give my foolish word of advice: do not try this by yourself, because if you get it wrong,
you screwed up.
Yeah,
Right. And reality is you're gambling with your child's future.
Mm-hmm.
Don't gamble with your child's future. Don't. Come to me. I know what I'm doing.
There you go. The number to call right now. Someone standing by, Brad?
Yes. Lots of people.
1-800-526-7977. 1-800-526-7977. Someone standing by right now. I know Brad's office is full to the rafters right now. So let's jump to the phone lines, Brad, and take some calls.
Yes.
All right, let's jump to the phone lines. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Good morning, bro. Good morning, DJ.
Hey, how are you?
My question is, if I'm filing for my mother, in order for my younger siblings to be included in that, will I have to file a different form for them?
The younger siblings will not be included. When your mother comes here, she would have to turn around and file for them, and if they're under 21, it'll take, assuming she files immediately when she comes here, and they're under 21, it'll take about 2 or 3 years to get them here. But if you file for them separately, you would be filing an F4 petition for them, and that's going to take 8 to 10 years.
So you're saying when I file for her, they won't be included?
Correct.
Okay. Now, does it slow the process?
That's the hardship of the law, unfortunately.
Does it slow the process of me filing for her if she's married?
No. If you want to file for the husband, though, you would have to file separately for the husband, and you would only qualify to file for the husband if she married the husband before you turned 18.
So after she's here, then she will be able to file for my younger siblings, and that will take like around how long?
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, and again, the number to set up an appointment, 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. That's right now. Someone's standing by to take your call. If you'd like to speak to Brad on the radio, the phone lines are open, 718-749-5005. Good morning. You're live with your attorney, Brad Bernstein.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, I have a question. I want to get my mom here, but I have green card, and can I apply for a visa for her instead?
You can't apply for a visa. She can apply for the visa, and she can try to go in and get the visa and just say she wants to come up to visit, but that has nothing to do with you.
Oh, okay. Because she doesn't have no ties back home.
So then most likely then she won't get it. How long have you had a green card?
I just got it like a month ago.
Well, she could try. What's the worst that'll happen? They'll say no.
So why would she put down why she want to come?
She wants to go visit her daughter.
Okay. The family member wouldn't be a big problem knowing that,
Well, it's better to go visit a daughter who has a green card than a daughter who's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, you still have to be able to prove she intends to go back home.
Right.
What she may have going for her is her age, and usually most people at a certain age do not overstay their visa.
Well, she's married, but she doesn't have no house or property.
That's fine. She could say, I'm leaving my husband behind. That's a tie back home.
Oh, okay.
All right?
All right. Thank you.
Try. What's the worst? No never hurt anybody.
Yeah, it's like 50-50 chance.
Maybe at best. But try.
Yeah.
Funnier things happen. She may get it.
But I think I heard before you could do it over here. Like, I could fill out the paperwork like I'm sponsoring her visa.
No such thing. Not for a visitor's visa. No.
All right, thank you.
Once you're a citizen.
All right. Once again, the number to call, 1-800-526-7977, 1-800-526-7977. And someone's standing by right now to take that call. Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Good morning, DJ Rod.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
The thing is, I got a family court case. I got a case in family court, and I'm just trying to find out what is the cost.
For us to represent you?
I beg your pardon?
You cost for me to represent you? You want to hire me as your lawyer? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't quote fees over the radio. You would need to come in. And anyway, it would really be unfair for me just to say, this is my fee for family court, because everybody has different issues. I don't know if I'm going to end up going 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, what your issues are. And that's what the purpose of the consultation is, unfortunately. You would have to come in and make an appointment to see me.
I'd have to come in?
Yeah.
So is it possible I could speak to you after your...
No, you would need to make a consultation, because unfortunately I have about 50 people in my waiting room right now, so I'm not going to have the time.
Okay, so I got the number, so I'll go make a consultation.
Right. And you can do the consultation by phone also if you can't make it down there.
That is true.
All right?
Right.
So let me give you the number, 1-800-526-7977. Call right now. Someone's standing by. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
All right.
Good morning. You're live with the attorney, Brad Bernstein, and what's your question?
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, thanks. Actually, I have a couple questions to ask. About 3 questions, please. My first question is, I came here as an international student. Would that apply to me?
How old were you when you came here? How old were you when you came here?
Well, I was 19 when I came here.
No, it does not apply to you.
Does not apply to me.
No.
Okay, my other question is, my uncle took me here. Would it be a possibility that he could sponsor me or no?
No such thing as uncle sponsoring you. So far, I haven't. So far, we're 0 for 2, but hopefully on the third question, I can help you. What's your third one?
Third one is, can I get sponsored by any organization here?
Sure, you can get sponsored in a job. You came as a student. I assume you had DS on your I-94, so you can get sponsored in a job. Whatever, any way you can get sponsored for a green card is fine. You would have to go back home to pick it up unless you're married to a citizen, but because you have DS as a student visa, you wouldn't be barred. You'd be able to go home and be back in about a week or 2.
Okay.
So you have lots of different options to choose from. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as uncle sponsoring, and you don't fall under the DREAM Act that President Obama passed. But you still have lots of options. People who came here on student visas have more options than most. So I would make an appointment to come see me, and we can talk about it at greater length.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to call your office and make an appointment to come see you.
Thank you.
All right. So I'll see you soon then.
Okay, yes. DJ Roy, I'll give you the number.
All right. And the number to call is 1-800-526-7977. 1-800-526-7977. And the phone lines are blazing. Let's see if I can squeeze one more in, Brad. Good morning. You're live with attorney Brad Bernstein.
Hello.
Good morning. Morning, you're live. Do not listen to the radio.
Hello?
Yeah, you're live. Do not listen to the radio. You got 30 seconds before the computer takes over. Ask your question, please.
Hi, good morning, Brad.
Yes.
Okay, the question that I have for you is that, okay, you came here before you were 16, and this is for kids before the age 30. What if you should get married to someone after the fact that you got that 2-year work permit?
Then you get your green card.
You from getting having to go to Jamaica to pick up your papers?
No, you would still be able to get your green card here.
Okay.
Right. So this would be a temporary. In other words, if you qualify for what President Obama, we're going to call it the DREAM Act, even though it's not really the DREAM Act, but we're going to call it the Obama DREAM Act. So if you qualify for the Obama DREAM Act and you get your 2-year work permit, and then down the line in 2 years or in 4 years or in 5 years, you say, you know what, I fell in love and I want to get my green card. As long as you qualify to get your green card here, what you did through the President Obama program has nothing to do with it. You'll still be able to get your green card here.
Yeah, but you came here and you didn't have an entry. So then that whole thing, because
then you would need the other program that he changed, which is that you can file the waiver here, go home, pick up your green card, and come back.
So you would still need to go home.
Yeah, but you would file the waiver here. I mean, are you familiar with that? The other program that he changed is that you can
go home because they're
listen. You can file a waiver here, but we're going to get cut out of time.
Yep.
That you're going to go home and have a guarantee that you can't get stopped and you'll be back.
All right.
And another question.
No more. I can't. We can't. We don't have any time for any more questions. Call right now, 1-800-526-7977. That just about does it for us, Brad. Do remember, prior results do not guarantee similar outcome in future cases. But I insist, call right now. All right? The laws have changed, and now's the time to act. 1-800-526-7977. Thanks a lot, Brad.
Thank you.
All right. That just about does it. We are out of time, but I'm going to be back